Hello. Mic check. Looks good.
Hello.
Hello, can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you.
Okay, let me just pull up the video.
Sure.
How's the weather where you are?
Cold. It's 36 degrees according to my watch, which isn't terrible. It was like 27 yesterday.
Do you have a lot of snow?
We had some. I'd say it was no more than 3 inches.
We are getting our snow now, so
Yeah.
I think it's at 1 or 2 inches so far, and it's supposed to keep going up.
Okay, so you have a link for me?
Yeah, I almost posted it in Twitch chat instead of Discord.
Oh.
Okay. Let me go to
Yeah,
this.
I can see what you're doing.
Okay.
This is a 1 hour.
Okay. So we're
So
starting
now,
this.
actually, there's two possible ways to approach this.
Hmm?
I'm most interested in familiarizing myself with the categories and also like the hierarchy of categories when one trumps the other. And so we can just do unsorted and then we can give them categories and also ranks. But if for some reason you feel like we're not seeing problems that are strong enough, we could move to like level 4 problems, and then the only thing I'd be doing is guessing the category. But we can start with sorting. So
I have it unsorted, and I moved up to 292. But there are also a lot of level 4 problems that are misleveled and miscategorized, I think.
oh, okay. Well, in that case, it might not be a bad idea to do the level 4 problems and then also correct the level if the level seems to be wrong. Like select all, and level 4.
Yeah, because there's 1,300 level 4.
Well,
Um,
yeah, it's the most you've got.
mhm.
Yeah.
Looks 1,000. That's nice. We need way more level 0.
I know. You know, it's really funny because you've got a real bell-shaped curve here
Mhm.
on your level.
Yeah, this is
I mean,
what most Go problems are, though, I think.
I suppose so. It's good to be level 3 through 5 because you got lots of problems. Okay,
Mm.
so now my first order of business is, well, to try to solve it and
Mhm.
then to say what I think it is, and then we can see whether it is or not. And I've got the list right in front of me. I printed it out. Okay, so this is obviously black. It's always black. Um, I mean, if I was white, I'd be wanting to play. If I was white to play, I'd be wanting to play E3. Um, so I'm thinking that I might need to do that first. Um, so if I E3,
So before you do that, there's a step that you're skipping that's quite important here. Always count the liberties
okay,
first.
count the liberties. All right. So white has 3 liberties,
Hmm.
and black has essentially 3 liberties as well because there's an approach move at F1, right? And that counts as a liberty.
Hmm.
So so it's a liberty at E3, a liberty at F2, and then but then the thing is though, if white gets to play E3 and then black connects, then there's only 2 liberties left and the approach move doesn't matter.
Hmm.
Um, so I'd say black has 2 liberties in that case, unless black gets to play
Well, that's the
E3.
puzzle, right? Is how can we know that white has 3 liberties. So that means we need 3 liberties or more.
We need 3. Okay. So
Because that's what causes the
order to
puzzle. Is
get
like, oh, how many do we have? And like that is the puzzle.
right, right. Okay, so then if um okay, if black wants to get more liberties, there's two ways to do it. One way is to play e3, and another way is to play f2. And if black plays f2 and white plays e3 and black answers, then let's see. Okay, I'm trying to visualize this.
So you don't need to visualize. Just put a dot right there in your head and just count around the dot.
That's visualizing.
Uh,
S-
okay.
yeah, yeah. Okay. So if black plays f2, white plays e3, black plays d2, then 1, 2, 3. I've got 3 liberties
Whose turn is it?
after that. Okay, let me think. 1. Okay. Black, white, black. It's white's turn at that point. And so it's 3 against 3, and white will win it.
Correct.
Okay. So, okay. So in that case, I think I have to start with a 2.
What? No.
Wait.
You were
Or
comparing
not
two
A2, I'm
moves.
sorry, A3.
No.
What?
No, you forgot about one of your solutions. You were
I forgot
comparing
about one of them.
you were comparing
Oh.
A to B, and you said B doesn't work, and then you forgot about A.
Oh, A was to play E3
Right.
to start. Right. Which was, of course, was my initial thought, based on the fact that it would have been a good move for white.
Right. That's a good
Anyway,
starting point.
So if black plays E3 and white plays, okay, if black plays E3, then white plays F. Well, I would just have to count the liberties. If
Yeah,
black
you just have
plays
to count at that
E3,
point.
if black plays E3, then count the liberties. 1, 2, 3. 3 liberties. So then basically, I'm no better off playing E3 than I am playing F2.
Do you remember about the approach move?
Yeah, I do remember about the approach move. Oh, wait a second. I'm not counting D2 as a liberty, which is stupid.
Oh,
So
okay.
it's
I thought you forgot
okay.
to count F1.
Yeah, I forgot about D2 as a liberty. So basically, if black plays E1, so it's 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, I was counting the approach move. I was not counting D2. Okay,
Gotcha.
so it's 4 liberties. So then the answer is what my initial gut feeling was based on white's ability to kill, that I should play E3.
Mm-hmm.
So that is the move.
Okay, and then white plays F2, and then you just do what?
Okay, so black plays E3, white plays F2, I play A3.
Yep.
White plays F1, I play A2, and it's over.
Right.
That's interesting.
Oh, sorry.
you
Sorry.
played-
I forgot.
Okay.
Yeah, okay. Going back.
All right.
Going back.
Okay.
Here you have to push first, then go here.
Okay.
All
All right. So now
does that
go
make
back
sense?
to it. Yeah. So now I'm going to tell you what I think it is.
Okay.
Because this is what I'm really interested in. I believe that more than anything, this is a capture race.
I agree.
Okay. So what does it say? What's the category?
Capture race.
Good. Capture race. Okay. And now, do you think it's level 4?
Yeah, I think you solved it pretty decently.
Okay. All right.
So I think it was very solvable for you.
Yeah.
But it
Well,
was,
actually,
but you didn't
I
solve it at
I
a
solved
goal.
it. I solved it without all of the thinking you would like me to have done with it.
Your
You know,
instinct was correct for this. But if
yeah.
you notice, it took you, once you started breaking down the steps on how you actually solve it, it actually took you quite a while. So
It
your
did.
instincts are stronger than your reading. That's what that
Oh,
says.
I I'm very aware of that. I got
Okay.
good instincts.
I would say it's
Okay.
probably okay.
All right. So next, all
Another
right.
number we can look at is right here. We want
Um,
this to be not too one-sided. So 83 to 35, I think, is more or less okay for level 4.
yes, that makes
Level
sense.
0, level 1, you want it almost 99% solved, and then maybe 1% not solved.
Right. Yeah.
This is 2210, so it's about right.
Right. Okay. So, um, uh, so basically, black is going to need to capture the white stones that are touching the right side.
Mhm.
And my instincts are telling me that it might not be a bad idea to keep my shape straight. So my instinct tells me I want to play S18.
Okay, but you skipped a step. Well, no, your
I
instinct,
know.
yeah, yeah. Your instinct is a
Okay.
thing.
Right. So that's my instinct to start. Now, looking at the liberties, white has 3 liberties,
Mm-hmm.
black has 2 liberties. So I want to give more liberties to
Mm-hmm.
black, and I want to avoid complications.
Mm-hmm.
And even though I like playing at T18 because of the shape involved, uh, I feel like I might end up with complications by doing so. Whereas if I play at S18, I get 1, 2, 3, 4 liberties for black, and white has only 3 liberties. So it seems like it's a no-brainer to play S18.
Yep.
Okay, and after that, um, okay, I've got 3 liberties. White has 3 liberties. So I'm going to play from the outside, which is S15.
Right. Don't play the inside liberties, play the outside liberties.
Exactly, and T15.
Yep.
Okay, so let's go back. That wasn't hard to solve. Um, and it didn't take me too long either. But this is interesting. I really like that we're doing this because not only am I interested in the categories, but I'm also interested in learning if my thought process has flaws. And,
Mm-hmm.
you know, you pointing me to the fact that even though I should be looking at my instincts, I can't forget to count the liberties too.
Mm-hmm.
So that's good. So anyway, I have a feeling that this is just a capture race again. I don't think there's anything to distinguish it from being a capture race.
Yeah,
So
so this is miscategories.
yeah, so that's not right, right?
Yeah, this is not bonus liberty. Bonus liberty
So
would be
yeah,
like a second line cutting point.
yeah. Bonus liberty, isn't that when you add a stone so that your opponent has to play extra moves in order to
You
capture it?
add a stone to force an approach move.
Right, exactly.
Yes,
Yeah, so that
that's
was
bonus liberty.
mislabeled.
Mm-hmm.
Interesting. So I wonder where they got the idea that that was a bonus liberty.
I don't know.
Maybe
This is why I
maybe
have to
they
go
didn't
through them.
maybe they didn't know the definition of the bonus liberty. So okay, so now we have another one. And uh, okay. Well, we got lots of white stones here. And black wants to do something. And I'm thinking that we might want to be trying to capture the 5 white stones at the top and making making it difficult for white to capture the single black stone near there. And my instinct is telling me that if, and I haven't let's see, I've got to count the liberties. White has 1, 2, 3 liberties. Black has 2 liberties. I'm thinking though that if I play T6, white is unable to approach me at S6 because of a shortage of liberties. So if I'm on the right direction in terms of what it is I need to do, I want to play T6.
Okay, and then what does white have to do?
Well, white, once I've played T6, oh, white has to take the T2 stone in order to be able to approach me at T5. So I get to play Q7. So this, okay, so I think that's it. I play T6, white plays T1, and then I take fill from the outside. So now, as we go back to this, thinking what this is, it's actually potentially a couple of things. It could be a bonus liberty. Well, the thing is, though, as black, I'm not playing a stone to make it be a bonus liberty.
Right.
But white has to take the stone. So I think maybe it's not really a bonus liberty unless I've played the stone to make it happen. So it then becomes a shortage of liberties problem. And what's interesting is I've noticed that on your list of problems, on your list of categories, you list it as lifeline shortage, but it actually comes up in the categories as liberty shortage.
That's because of the translations.
Okay, but the thing is, but my point is that if I'm looking to do problems by category, I see lifeline shortage. But then when I choose lifeline shortage, all the problems that come up are going to be called liberty shortage. So it ought to be consistent. So which is it?
I understand. I tried to make it so the editors could use what they are familiar with, but that changed the name.
Right. And if only the editors were to see this, that would be fine. But
yeah, only the editors see the sorting thing. This right here is what everyone sees.
Yes, and it says lifeline shortage. But after they select lifeline shortage, every problem they see is going to be called liberty shortage. So
oh, this is a problem then, because this is applying the wrong word. So the way it works is you have the name of the category, and every category has a list of translation words. And so the translation word for English was lifeline shortage, which I can change in the spreadsheet. But the problem is this is using the translations and this one's not. So that
is a problem.
Right, that's a bug.
It needs to be the same.
That is a bug. Yes.
Yeah.
That's my fault. But okay, it looks like liberty shortage is correct.
I just wanted to point it out to you in case you weren't aware that it was showing up.
Yeah, I was not aware because I completely forgot to add the translations to this. I did add the translations to this, and that's where you'll see a little bit of a flicker at the start as it's translating it.
Okay.
Which, if you turn on Korean and Japanese or whatever, I think I'm working my way, or I was working my way through those. I'm not sure if it got uploaded or not, but like that's the idea is these will translate to whatever your language is. But
Okay.
yeah, it looks like this one's correct.
All right. Good. Liberty shortage. All right. Now,
Actually, let's go back. 70 to 13. I would say it's a little lopsided, so we can probably change that to level 3
okay.
because it's a little
Well,
too
I didn't
easy.
think it was, it's funny because I didn't think it was super easy. I mean, I was able to do it, but I'm right on the edge between 3 and 4. So,
I think you're 4, but I think everyone also learns differently.
well, maybe my Sumigo abilities are a little better than my playing abilities in general. But yeah, so maybe I am a 4.
Yeah, no, don't compare this to your actual skill. Compare this.
Uh-huh.
Everyone wants these ranks. This is why I put level 3 and 4, but everyone complained. I don't like this. This is a generic estimation, but this has nothing to do with your skill because you might be
Yeah.
a level 3 at Liberty Shortage and level 4 at Capture Races.
Oh,
Right.
that
So,
is true. Yes. So then I guess all that's really important is that I have a general feeling of
mhm.
what level problems I'm good
Right. And then
at solving.
this we can use as evidence on if it's too high level or too low level.
Okay.
Hmm.
All right. So now,
I could probably add something for the editors that says last edited on this date.
right.
That could probably be useful for us.
And there's something else that you could do for the editors as well, and for yourself, which would be if you had a code for which editor sorted the problem.
I
So
do.
you'd be, that's good. Good to know.
I can check the database. I have a thing that saves it when the editor modifies it. I save. It's called a Semego edit data type. So Semego edit, it gives the Semego unique ID and the editor's name and the date that it was edited. So
That's
all I
excellent.
have to do is if there's a problem and someone's like, who edited this? I can grab the problem's unique ID and then put it in the database and it'll tell me who edited it, when.
That's good. All right. Now, this problem, first thing I think about is white wants to live and black wants this to die.
Mhm.
And black's already got a stone in there. And now my plan should be to prevent white from getting 2 eyes. And I'm thinking that the first step in that process to really narrow the space might be to throw in a stone at T14. So if black plays T14 and white plays T15 to take it, there is, let's see, black, white. There's not enough room for white to, wait a second, black, white,
Just count the size of
and
the eye.
then, yeah, what I'm trying to do is figure out if white plays a move at T17. So,
Hmm.
okay, so black T14, white T15. Okay, so now black has to play T17 in order to, okay, so black T14, white T15, black T17, and it's dead. So that's it.
Hmm. What if T14 white plays T17?
Okay, so black T14, white T17, black T15, white takes, black throws in.
Oh, perfect.
Okay, we're going to categorize that. Okay, so the thing is, um, you don't actually have a category for killing other than taking eyes,
Mhm.
except for corner life and death. So it would have to be taking eyes, wouldn't it?
Taking
Unless it's a unless it's a specific I thing like a 3 or a 4 or a 5 space I. So wouldn't it just be
Making
taking I?
eyes and taking eyes is when we don't have anything else specific to use. It's kind of like our last
Okay.
resort category.
So then throw in tactic. Throw in tactic.
No, throw in is a Tsuji. This is a life and death type problems. So
Okay, so
in my mind, this would be a corner life and death because we're utilizing the 1-2 point.
okay, fine. Corner life and death. Got it.
Yeah, this is
Good.
categorized 24 to 6. I'm going to lower that to 3. A little easy. Okay.
All right. Okay. So black needs to live. And if black plays at C19, they've got one eye for sure. And then if white plays at A18, black can play at A17, and they're going to make another eye at A19. And if white just plays B17, black will play A18 and it'll be over. So C19.
You didn't say the coordinates correctly, but I think what you said was correct.
Oh, okay. All right. I very often mess up the coordinates.
Yeah.
Okay, so
C19, A18, A17,
yes, exactly.
B17, and then
And
it's
then,
A19.
right.
And the second eye is at B19.
Oh, it's a B19. Okay, got it. And actually, it was simple. White made it easy.
Yeah.
White made it real easy.
Wonder if I'll ever get it.
And
Oh, there's not another. There's this one is not in the.
why don't you add it? You may as well add it. I don't mind if you do. You can add it on my dime. I don't care.
Okay, so that one's correct. Save that. Now, one thing I immediately notice is it's 127 to 21. So
So there aren't that many mistakes.
yeah, so definitely can lower that. I'm debating
Yeah.
level 2, but this might be strong in level 2.
Well, the fact that white made it so easy really makes it, seem lower. Now, since you've added another, I don't know what you call it, a
Branch.
option for white. Yeah, you've added another branch. Adding the other branch is going to increase the difficulty of the problem.
Yeah. Yeah, I'll leave it at level 3 for now. And then what category you think?
I think it may be corner life and death.
I agree. It
Yeah,
not quite the 1-2 point, but the I was at the 1-2 point. So this was like
yeah,
the 1-1 made an I. So
yeah.
ooh, interesting one.
Right. Okay. We've got 3 groups of stones here.
This one's definitely categorized wrong. Look at this. Or difficulty is wrong.
Difficulty. Oh, more mistakes. Okay, so this is probably level 5, right?
I would say so because
Okay.
it's 50% solved.
All right. So
No, not even that. What is? I don't know what the math of that is.
right. You know, you might actually create a new category of editor or job for editors, which is to go through already sorted problems to look at exactly what you're looking at right now.
Some editors have done that. The problem is not every editor thinks exactly the same. So
That's true.
then you get a bunch of wasted time and effort. As long as
Right.
everything's approximately close, it's okay. Obviously, we want to keep going through it and we want to get them as close as we can while adding problems. But it's never going to be perfect, and there's always going to be disagreements. So
Right.
as long as it's close to perfect, I think it's okay.
Okay, so let's look at this. We've got 3 groups of stones that are fighting with each other.
Mm-hmm.
And we've got a white group that's got 3 liberties.
Mhm.
We've got a black group that's got 3 liberties. And we've got a black group that's got 4 liberties. And I'm thinking that the best thing I can do is to take away liberty on the white group with starting from the side where my group is that has the most liberties. So if I play A18 and black and white tries to take a liberty from the outside of on either one of my black groups, I can play C19 and I think it'll be over. So I'm
Mhm.
going to say A18 to start.
No, you forgot to check for white to counter.
White to, okay. So, oh, you mean like with the white group in the middle?
So
Okay.
if A18, you win the capture race, white's going to try to resist somehow, right? So you want to check for any sort of resistance shape.
Okay, A18. A resistance shape. Well, white could maybe throw in
Mhm.
at A17. Yeah, see, this is definitely too hard for me.
Yeah, I think
Yeah,
the
yeah.
response for white is its own go problem.
Okay, so yeah, this is too hard for me. So why don't we just solve it and make sure it gets
So
named
if you go
properly?
right here, white's going to throw in,
Right.
take, and then play right here.
Okay. And then in a sense, we've got ourselves a golden chicken standing on one leg up there, more or less.
Yeah, this is a shortage of liberties
Shortage of liberties.
for
Okay.
black.
So then is that the end of the problem or
Yeah, because this is
no?
incorrect. This is incorrect branch.
Oh,
Because if you do that, it becomes a shortage of liberties on both groups. So it says advanced.
so then,
So the answer is this liberty
oh,
and then co.
okay. Yeah. It's at least a level 5.
Oh, no. It says wrong because it's the wrong co. Okay.
In other words, the co is advantageous for white.
Wait, what? Oh, is it not even a... Oh my gosh, I got this one wrong. It's not a co. I thought it was a co.
Okay. So what is it?
Well, this is the move and it just wins the race.
Ah, okay.
Oops. Okay. I'm gonna move this up 2 levels actually. I'm gonna move it to 1 done. Because I thought it was a
Okay.
co and it was not. Yeah, it's a capture, it's not a co.
Okay. It's a capture race. And was it listed as a capture race?
It is.
Okay. All
But
right.
when we didn't know that, I thought it was a co. I thought it had been listed as a co. So I got this one wrong.
Well, this is very interesting that we found something like this.
Way above level 4. Yeah.
Now, that's interesting. Do you think that a stronger editor or a weaker editor would be likely to
I think
label that?
it's a weaker editor. This is not an obvious move. This is pretty obviously not 9Q. But if you just look at the solution real quick, it's like, oh, okay, it's just a simple capture race, level 4. That's why you need to solve it first. Also, it's
Right.
advanced. Shouldn't intermediate, I think, is level 4. Advanced, I think, is level 5 or 6.
Right. And that designation of advanced is something that was imported with the problem,
It's from the
right?
Cho Chikun set, yeah,
Yeah. Okay. Okay.
which you've probably done before.
Um, I don't think I've done advanced,
Well,
but
I meant the Cho Chikun set in general.
Yeah, the elementary, sure. All right, so here we've got another problem with um okay, Black wants to live. And
73 to 59.
so it's pretty close.
Mm-hmm.
So so basically that means, is this likely to perhaps, oh, it's probably a level 4. If it's about even, or you want it to be what, more
I think
solved?
I'm not sure. I have to. Right now, it could be close to even, but it's also a little bit more solved, so it might be level 4. I think. Someone said, "Is it possible that there's a second solution to today's challenge number 8?" Oh boy, the level number 8, I believe, is level 6. I did not do the challenge yet. Okay, I'll just wrong. Get through these as fast as I can. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, so this one. Oh, I did this one last week. I forgot the answer though. I forgot the answer. The way I'm thinking about this is twofold. One, I can see the push. And two, I'm looking for a connection under. And then three, I'm counting the liberties over and over every single move. Okay, I think I got it. What do you think it is?
Oh, me? I I have no idea. Um, well, I suppose I would want to play P3.
Yep. It's the first move to check. Do you see the issue though?
Okay, if I play P3 and white plays, well, I guess Q3.
Mm-hmm.
Uh,
And count the liberties.
and then black, okay, white plays, right, black plays P3, white plays Q3, and then black has 3 liberties.
Mm-hmm.
And white has 3 liberties.
Mm-hmm.
And, well, it's black's turn, right?
Mm-hmm.
Black, white. Um, but then black would have to cut at Q4, which is bad because then black has 2 liberties.
Mm-hmm.
So then it's white's turn and white can play Q1.
Q2, but yeah.
A Q2.
Right, so pushing through every Atari lowers your own liberty. And so I believe the answer is here. Really? I'll have to look at it. I thought the answer was just connect without pushing. Then this one we can open another tab so we can get back to our regular page. Okay, explore. Let's see what the answer is. Is it possible there's a second solution to today's challenge number 8? Oh, I think there is. Okay, so the way this one works is if white connects, we go under, right?
Yeah.
So white's going to try to cut us, but now we've made this exchange, which makes white lose the liberty. That makes sense?
Okay.
Now the issue that I have, cut that off. The issue that I have is I thought this one also works. Because if white connects, then we connect. If white pushes to try to cut us, then yeah, we have to block here. They said O1 works just as well as, yeah, I think so. And then get the, no, that's a mistake. Because now you're in the same boat. Here, and if they go here, then you cut. And if they take a liberty, you just connect under. And mark that as correct. Did you follow the solution after I showed it?
Not really. I think
Okay.
it's maybe it's a little advanced for me.
I'm gonna go ahead and save that. Let's see what the 34 to 44. So yeah, I think 1 dawn is probably accurate. I'm not sure about 4Qs, but I would expect 1 dawn to be less than or more mistakes than solved. So mistakes would be like 55 to 60%, I think. I think connecting is right because we were trying to connect under.
Yep.
Yeah. Someone in chat pointed that out. Throw-in messes it up. Where was there a throw-in? Not sure where there was a throw-in. Yeah, I think that was a good catch by chat. All right. Do you remember what you were reading here?
Oh, actually, well, the first thing I notice is that um, I've got 2 black stones that have only 1 liberty.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm trying to live here, and maybe I don't have to save every stone.
Mm-hmm.
And maybe trying to save every stone might kill me. So, um, if I were to get frustrated now and decide I'm just going to click on something, I would be clicking on A2,
Okay. And then,
trying to make life in the corner and giving up the 2 black stones to do
okay.
so.
And then white plays what?
White will take the 2 stones.
No.
No? Oh, white will extend to C2, but then I can play D2.
How many liberties do you have?
Okay. Uh, I don't have any, so I get taken.
Yeah, you have a liberty at A1, but it's self-Atari.
Uh-huh.
And
Okay.
that's the issue. That is the issue with the problem is A2 looks like the obvious answer, but it kills you.
Right. Okay. So then um maybe C2.
Okay. And then white's going to try to prevent your two eyes, right?
So they play at A2,
Mm-hmm.
right? Okay, so I play C2, white plays at A2. And then if I play at D2, I don't have any liberties anymore either, right?
You have one liberty, but it's Salvatore again.
Okay. Yeah. So um okay, so A2 isn't working. C2 isn't working unless I'm answering it wrong. But I don't see any other answer after white plays
Mm-hmm.
A2. So uh so maybe I do have to start by saving the two black stones and playing at A2.
A2?
I mean, sorry, I'm, that's ridiculous. I meant to say D2.
D2. Okay.
Yeah, D2. So if I play D2, then if I play D2, and then I've got to think, what does white do? What does white do? If white plays C2, then I just take two stones and I'm okay. Uh, and if white plays C2 and I take the one stone, let's see, D2, C2, C1. I'm not reading this. Um, I can't read it.
Mm.
I don't know
You're
what
on
to
the right
do.
track, though. You almost have it.
Okay, so D2, C2, and then I take. But then if white plays at A2,
Mm-hmm.
I don't really see what it looks like at that point.
Okay. It's a Salvatore for white.
Okay, so then white can't do that.
Right.
So then white does that. Okay, and now I play at C1 and it's alive. Now, once it's played out, it doesn't look all that hard. And
right.
if and once I play the first move and white answers the way they answer, it's very easy. But
So
I
this one's
couldn't
even
read
easier, but you have to picture that when white does that, you take.
right. Yeah. So it's probably a me problem rather than
No, the point of the puzzle is to notice all the Salvatores.
yeah.
Do I leave this in
So
here?
do you think it's a 4 or do you think it's a 5?
Neither. I think it's a corner life and death.
Well,
We,
that's the
we,
category.
oh, level.
Yeah, if
I thought you meant the eye space size. I think it's a level
no.
5. Because it's a
Okay.
little bit beyond your level. But you
Yeah,
were
it is.
close, but it was a little bit beyond. Okay. And we want that to be corner life and death. Okay. Solve that one. Okay. This one will be
Uh,
interesting.
hmm.
I'm surprised there's that many mistakes.
Okay. Hmm. Well, there's a whole lot of stones touching each other here. And there's two of them that only have one liberty. And I tend to think that just capturing might be wrong. So I'm looking at playing at E2 instead of just taking.
Okay.
And after I play E2, I'm not sure what white does.
White plays G5.
Okay, white plays. Oh, white plays G5. Okay, this is a squeeze problem, I think, then. Um, okay. Okay, if I play E2, huh, and white plays G5, then I guess I answer at H4,
And then I ladder at F6.
and you ladder at F6.
Descend,
Okay.
Tari, connect, ladder.
Oh, okay, I see. Um, so maybe do I need to be paying attention to the outside?
The problem
But
is black has 2 cutting points and 3 stones that are dying, and potentially this stone if we can save it. But the idea is there's too many problems to be fixed in one move. However,
right.
the thing that is causing all these problems is one group.
Okay. So mm, maybe F2.
Okay. I believe F2 is responded with G2.
Okay, F2 is responded with G2. Uh, clearly this is too hard for me.
Apparently it was for 89 other people too.
Yeah, okay, let's just solve it and then you can decide if you want to
Okay.
change the rating.
You Atari it from this side.
Okay, all right. Got it.
That makes sense?
So, yeah, so then it is a squeeze, right?
It's either a squeeze or a ladder, but I want to go with squeeze.
Yeah, squeeze tactic.
What I could do is go
Well,
into here.
well, check and see what it was categorized as, because somebody gave it a category. Yeah,
Squeeze.
squeeze tactic.
Okay. So what I could do if I want, I could go into, I think level 4 is correct. Because it
Okay.
looks a little bit more solved than not solved. I think a lot of people do like you do and immediately go here first. But I want to save it's potentially solvable. And then I could go in here and look at squeeze tactic. 40, and let's look at ladder. 14. So I want to say it's a squeeze tactic, but we don't have a lot of ladder. So I wonder if I should put it ladder just to even it out. Because the thing is, this is both a ladder and a squeeze tactic. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
I think I'll leave it alone. I think it is technically more of a squeeze tactic, but
I think it really is. Yeah, I think
sometimes I'll
so.
think like that, was like which category needs it more. Okay.
All right, this will probably be the last one because we're just about at the hour. All right. Black wants to live, and the question then is, if black cuts off the white stone, is white going to be able to make a dead shape? So I'm thinking that if I block it D18 and white plays E19 and I play at E18, I'll have my two eyes. But if I cut at C19 and white plays at E18, I'm thinking a dead shape is going to be forming. So I'm going to play D18.
I was still reading it. But there's a lot of options. So the first thing I consider is C19. Why doesn't that work?
You think it does?
No, that's the first thing I think about.
Oh, of course. It was the first thing I thought about too.
Right.
Yeah.
Sorry, I was
And
reading while you were reading.
right. Okay.
So the first thing I went was C19. The second thing was E18, and I'm on the third thing now, which is D18.
Yeah. I didn't go to E18 first. I went to D18 after I rejected C19.
You want to look at the Panukis and Tiger's Mouths first. So I think E18 should jump out before D18, but E18 doesn't work. So I want to say it's D18.
I'm with you.
Don't see a counter to it. Yeah, I want to say it's D18.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, crap.
Oh, that's interesting.
Hold
Oh,
on.
wait a
Okay.
second.
I need a
Shrugs your
different
liberties then.
response. Need a different response then. There. Connect. Connect is the next move.
Okay. All right.
In here.
Okay.
Oh, I didn't see
It was
that one.
complicated. That was complicated.
Yeah, also 59 to 86.
Right. It's got to be a 5.
Okay, this one, what would you classify it as?
Okay. Let me look at my list of things here. Well, it's definitely not corner life and death.
Hmm.
And it's you're trying to live. So I think it's going to have to be making life.
I agree.
Yeah.
Hello,
Okay.
Beduk. Someone, Beduk's Spurs said, yeah, did this one. This one is underleveled. So this one is at least level 5. Making life is my weakness, so I'm gonna leave it at level 5 for now because I technically messed it up. But it's also one of my it's like my weakest category is life and death. But I want to say it's possible to solve, but it is definitely level 5 or level 6.
Yeah. Yeah, it could even be 6.
I want to go with 5. Level 5 me is the difficulty of the puzzle. So level 0 is beginner, and then 1 is 25 to 20Q, 2 is 19 to 15Q, 3 is 14Q to 10Q. So we named this one at 4Q to 1Q rather than 9Q to 5Q. And that is because of the amount of solved versus mistakes. Yep. That was a tricky one. Definitely a tricky one.
Okay.
Okay. Any questions about what we did?
No, I think this was really good. Yeah, I learned some stuff in terms of like what I should be looking at, and we might actually end up doing this again sometime. So
Yeah.
thank you.
You said you have 1 hour extra a month, so you could always spend the
I
hour
have
just doing this once a
Well,
month.
actually, what I get is I subscribe for 4 1 hours every month,
Mhm.
and I generally put them together to make 2 hours.
Mhm.
However, I had this one extra
Ah,
lesson, which was this one, that I wanted to dispose of so that I could use it without I couldn't have a lesson to put it with, it was an odd number. So, but I could do more of them just by taking some of the ones that I would have paired and doing them as 1 hours. But I'll think about doing more of this later. But this was
okay,
fun, and
cool.
thank you.
I'm glad you
Alrighty.
enjoyed. I think the biggest takeaway from today is remember to count the liberties.
Yep, count the liberties.
Our 20Q basics still apply.
That's right.
You'd be surprised how many times a single digit Q will not apply their 20Q basics. And it's like, we learned this in
Yep.
20Q, and for some reason you stopped doing it. Counting liberties and looking at nets and ladders. It's a secret to attack and
Right.
defense at single digit Q.
Right. Okay. Thank you very much.
Hmm? Have a good one.
You too. Bye bye.
For those interested, this was done on Smego Dragon. That is the puzzle site that we are using. Man, it's hard to believe it's 2025. Okay. Um, we did that. We also want to shout out the Go Congress, which we don't have the American one up yet. I'm still waiting to get the media for that. But I am actually getting sponsored by Go Congress. Both Congresses actually are sponsoring the stream. One is a mutual sponsorship, and the other is an actual sponsorship. But basically, if you look up there, you can see the European Go Congress, which we can shout out here. I think that timers should have been going off. Looks like it didn't, though. Maybe there wasn't enough chat. Yeah. No, that is not what I want. That is not the message that is supposed to be there. That does exist. I guess that exists. Okay, let's fix that while I got it up. It is supposed to give you a link to the Congress. Oh, it's Con 25. Gotcha. Save that. And then turn off the other Congress command right here. And now let's try it. Oh, dadgummit. Not the one I wanted either. Did I only make a timer? Copy that. I guess I only made a timer. Aha, there you go. Yeah, thrilled to invite you to the European Go Congress, and I will be getting links for the American Go Congress within the next week or two. So, and I will also be streaming a bit more. It's difficult to balance DoorDash and streaming, but we will be doing that. So if you guys ever have questions about the Congress, we will be doing that all year. And hopefully you'll follow along with my Congress challenge, which is to play 1,000 games by the Go Congress in July. So I'm at 15 out of 1,000. It's not going well so far. But hopefully with streaming more and doing more, I will be able to catch that up soon. Yeah, with that, I think we will go ahead and wrap it up. Didn't have a lot of viewers today, but we also did a lesson, so it's typically how it goes on lesson days. If you guys have any questions about Congress, be sure to let me know, and I will answer any questions you might have. With that, let's go ahead and raid bats. Thank you for watching, everyone, and I will see you next time.